You know, considering the fact the only thing for sale in this gift shop, this terrifying empty void of a hallway of a gift shop, are a few trinkets, I'm kind of stunned that our spa attendant, Pixel Swirl, has actually gone ahead. She actually had the entire thing sell out. I think we might need another attendant in here. I don't know if we even have enough attendants to come and work in this position. Do we have somebody on their way? Yeah, okay, there's no staff available. It looks like we have some new positions to be offering up to. Dun dun dun! Let me see. Okay, we don't want somebody who's sluggish, but somebody who is loyal and accomplished at admissions of things. In fact, is this a ticket booth? This is actually a ticket booth that needs a worker at it, and I would like to welcome the clone of none other than Wisty Fish. Wisty Fish, welcome, welcome. I think you're going to be, how about Wild Springs Diver Wisty Fish? For now. And I think that would be kind of nice just to imagine that you're working at the spa because you really love relaxing at some of the springs that you can find sometimes. And if I can go ahead, oh my gosh, this poor woman has already had to restock who is this? It's Pixel Swirl, that's right. This poor attendant has already had to go ahead and restock the tiny little thing of trinkets again. Let's see. Shatterproof is immune to injuries even. And good accomplished admission. All right, it's Maru once more. Maru, welcome. I think we're going to have you be, ooh, how about Jeweler? Yes! Oh my gosh, that's actually a great idea. How about Jeweler Maru Mello? And you're going to be in charge of selling jewelry that we might base off of none other than the mother of pearls. That's a great idea. I love that idea. I don't know, maybe I'll have to move like the mother of pearls over here somehow to kind of like indicate that's what the jewelry is based off of. But we could make it aquatic themed. We could really get this whole area, hopefully not nearly as terrifying, and organized a little bit for our newest employees. Jeweler Marumelo, you are going to be working in the electrolyte spa. And then let's see, we've also got our new spa attendant, Hidden Springs. Oh my gosh, we still have, oh, Secret Keeper Pandora's box. You've just been running around wherever you're needed and you have such availability and training. I don't even know what we're going to train you in just yet. Oh, that's amazing. All right, so let's see. Where did my new, let's see, Hidden Springs backlog? And then we have our Wild Spring Diver, Wisty Fish. You're also going to be assigned to the Electrolyte Spa. We'll just keep everybody kind of attended to over here. And now we have a really, really tragic gift shop that I think we can go ahead and we will name this the Spa Jewelry. How about the Jewel of the Spa gift shop. There we go. And it's definitely looking like one of those fake glue-on craft tack gems at the moment, if we were going to compare that to a gemstone. And we're going to try to make it look a little nicer. Hey, and Eureka Lillian, thank you for going down to the memory labs, hopefully to bring back one of the wonderful perks that happen to be hiding down there, like the buzz and duration boost. Dun dun dun, which we need indeed for some of our hot springs, or for some of the perks that we want to use in our hot springs. Oops, and I think I dropped our employee. I was attempting to pick them up so that I could escort them to the spa for recovery. And firefighter for Campia! You ended up with a broken face again. I am so sorry. Did you also end up with another volcano though? Yes! You ended up with another volcano! That is a really great discovery because now we can go ahead and we can add it in. I wonder if the mother of all pearls would be really good over there. And then our little volcano ridge maybe along here. This is getting kind of exciting with our lava lamps. Let's see. This will be how about Because you had a broken face from the hull injury, the vert wave volcano, the vert jolt volcano. What about the vert slam volcano, vert slip, vert trip volcano lamp? I love that. And let's see. So on the time portal, I wanted to do the budge and duration boost perk, and gosh, we have so many perks we can put in now. 2 knowledge when viewing the honey lava lamp. And then I think we'll do, maybe we could do decoration on the honey lava lamp. There's so many things that we can start putting down on all of these, and I want them to be some of the best of our possible. Okay, for the volcano lamps, I guess it's okay if they're like the typical decoration boost and the typical entertainment boost, because we will be able to get fancier ones, but now we're starting to have a pretty easy time of collecting those volcanic lamps. All right, so terrifying jewel in giant quotation marks. Oh my gosh, this place is pulling in mega revenue for literally just having some trinkets. I guess we need the jewel of the spa room to be a little nicer, because apparently it's pulling in the big stuff. We've got science, we've got space. Oh, and I suppose you would indeed want to sell a few of your do I want to put the pieces over here? A few outfits at the spa is where I was going with that before I got distracted with just, okay, and posters would possibly be good. I think honestly, science is a big part of this. And then we've also got some botany we'll be mixing in, I think, with the edible plants pretty soon. But marine life would be good too. So we'll get that in. And then we also have some space and prehistory. We'll get the prehistory down, and we'll put in one of our decorative speakers that probably have some sort of music that sounds like that typical spa music and makes you think of lotus flowers for some reason. We've got prehistory, science, what, marine life, botany. Maybe we'll do some prehistory decorations, because what if for the prehistory decorations we have our cave people get really excited at seeing some adorable plushies of like their pet sauropod that they have back at home. Maybe it's like if I found a guinea pig plushie and absolutely was thrilled with it. And then I wonder what looks kind of like treasure. There's the botany and the marine life plushies and the space plushies. I feel like some of the space books might be nice, just because we do have some space stuff. People really love the trinkets. I'm more than a little surprised by that. Prehistory might be fun to like understand the twisted time portals. Let's see, and I might put that one over here. And then we do have our science. Not all of that sounding like jewelry to me, but yay, and Chemist Dragon King, congratulations on having gone ahead and leveled up. And I feel like because we're the spot, we should have at least one of the botany books in here. And it would probably be a good idea to have like the science outfit. Kind of makes me think about like changing your look at the spa through science. Honestly, I guess instead of all these posters, we should have more of the costumes and maybe more of the plushies, but definitely more of the costumes, because you're literally coming to the spa to possibly go ahead and like change who you are in some way. So let's pull in some of the science, because that just seems like it super fits the idea of having all of the trinkets. And I guess we could do like a wall of trinkets. I almost never have the trinkets in my shops because I think that people might enjoy other things, but could look like jewelry if set up in a certain way. And we could have one of the poster stands down. Maybe with our science, what does the poster stand, what's the cutest poster stand? It's not gonna be the science one, but since we are at the science place, might as well. And then we'll grab some of these trinket stands. And I wonder if I could kind of load these guys up along the wall, because that would be a little entertaining, I think. To just imagine that those are like the the different jewelry pieces. You've gotta use a little elbow grease of imagination, but we can all get there in the end, I think. Maybe, possibly. And then let's see. Does this block the items? I don't think this will actually block things if we have like these outfits at the back. And if I can provide maybe one of the botany outfits too. See, that's looking a little bit more spa-like, and I think we're pulling in like a lot of money from this area, ironically. And the toys, those also could kind of come across as like, you know, being like a little selection of treats and trinkets and maybe even jewels that you could buy. So we'll put some of those down too. And maybe a couple more of the, yeah, maybe a few more. If I move the plushie stand for just a minute. I love these little plushies. I will admit that I'm a big fan of the plushies. And I wonder, maybe this is just where we like kind of go whole hog on some of the costumes. How many can I sneak in here? Done correctly. Of each type. So we already have science, botany, and prehistory. What about space? I'm not going to judge if people really want their beautification beams and to feel like they're changing themselves in some way. We've got marine life costumes. We've got space. And then we could have some generalized costumes. We've got the Sonic, Tails, and Shadows. I think we have Tails downstairs. And I don't think we have a Sonic out yet. But for variety, let's go with Shadow, because I don't think we have any Shadow costumes anywhere. All right, and okay, this is definitely not what I expected to make. Whoa, the plushies are sold out. Not what I expected to go ahead and end up making. But I'm gonna admit, I like the results. There's a ton of costumes. There's a few books. People aren't really so into the books, which is a pity, because the books fit in a little easier than the plushies and other things. And there's no toys left. Like, we have sold out of those toys. I'm trying to decide if we want to... I mean, they do fit the theme that we're going for, of kind of being a little bit of a shop where you can come and get. Maybe we'll have some marine. Can I fit marine life books over there? Ah, dang it. No, I can't. What about poster over here? If I wiggle things around a little bit? Oh man, okay, so we might alter what we're selling in this little shop because, you know, leaving enough room for decoration. I don't know if people, they really seem to have loved the trinkets. I've never seen that many trinkets just fly off the shelves before. It sort of took me aback. No, I've changed the outside in the wrong way. Every time this happens, I can't tell you how much of a run around in a circle it is to get it fixed. Okay, let's come over. The Jewel of the Spa gift shop is still kind of terrifying to look at. However, now maybe we'll be able to get down some beautiful ice flooring. Why not? And we could do some of the fancy temple. Okay, so if we're gonna sell fancy jewels, I feel like we should look kind of fancy in here. And the marbling. Also, so much going on with our staff leveling up. All right, I'm just muttering to myself as I fight once more with trying to make everything look super fancy. Do we want it to look kind of like an underwater zone? I wish I had an underwater like wallpaper that really seemed to fit. And I think this or the cave are kind of the closest we can come. And I feel like we've used the cave so much, we'll kind of expand past that. Holy moly, the little baby water dragons are really enjoying life right now and having tons of babies of their own. And I think that a really shiny, fancy marble, yeah, there we go. Okay, that actually is much better for our Jewel of the Sea gift shop. I think that will help us a lot more. Also, I don't think our camera guy has anything to look at in there, I just realized. So let's fix that with a security camera or two to keep them occupied. Oh, well, literally just got vandalized by criminals while we were thinking about adding in some cameras. I don't think our security chairs are really going to be our top security choice anymore. So we're going to get some cameras functional and maybe kind of tucked away, especially next to where the extremely expensive, super fancy, beautiful, like Jewel of the Sea, Mother of Pearls are. Probably kind of important. Maybe also kind of important to make sure that we've got like a security camera that might be checking out what's going on with the whole time portal. Possibly a good idea, since, you know, time portal. And then we can even sneak in. We don't even need to sneak. We can even put in a security camera that sort of looks like it's part of our little science exhibit over there. Exhibit is a very strong word for what we have going on. And somebody would like to make an offer for the Alien Cat Cafe ad again. $45,000. That must be like a collector of old advertisements from around the galaxies. That is kind of one of our originals though. So, oh, that was hard, but we declined, even though that would have been a nice perk, because that, you know what, that's an original. We've had that for ages, and I think it's very important that we keep it close at hand and close at heart. Also, do only children wear the costumes? Because if that's the case, we might swap some more of these costumes out. Oh my gosh, okay, never mind. I think that we are going to swap more of the costumes out because people are completely going bonkers for those trinkets. Did I have them set to like be worth? Nope, the trinkets are actually okay. You know what? We're gonna make them a little more expensive. Why? Because they're fancy jewelry, of course, from this shop. And if you want some of our jewels of the sea, this is just how it's gonna be. All right, and dang it, I literally just organized this and then I just go and I wreck it all again. That's fine. We'll work on this. Oh, okay, so there we go. I did not expect to get distracted, but I guess I just started thinking about how cool it would be if there were actually really fun plushies and toys and things that made you think like, oh, you're getting some fancy jewels at the jewelry shop, and the next thing you know, here we are, and somehow we've gone this far. And I guess having just one patch of onesies is enough because we've got so many toys we're selling. The toys are actually worth more than the plushies. I did not know that. We're gonna adjust a little bit more because these little capsules do kind of look like the pearls that you would find inside of a clam. So again, I can see how this would become very appealing. All right, and we'll line this up so that people will they'll have to walk the aisles to get to the plushies if they want, and as a result we will force them to walk past the other cute plushies. That's making it so that people have that urge to have those last minute impromptu purchases. There we go. Maybe we'll move this over here. Maybe we'll go ahead and there we go. All right. So I literally just spent this whole day giving our security camera person like the one. No, what? A vandal again? I swear. At least they've been caught. Egg thieves, lone criminal vandal. Guess what? Our secret record sorter has gone ahead and pursued you straight out of the bathroom. She was headed to the bathroom for a break from this chaos that is inflicted upon her. And what a kind thing to do. All right, good. So, well, that was literally not what I meant to do. But I think that this shop is turning over a ton of funds. I'm kind of amazed at how quickly it's working. I think we can risk going ahead and hiring another nice smelling face, accomplished admissions spa worker with Tessa Does Things. So Tessa, welcome back. Your clone is now here and you're going to be, how about spa florist or how about spa designer? Or spa, let's see, spa scent maker. And because your face smells nice, which is kind of hilarious, Tessa does. And we're gonna have you have a nice fancy golden smock on to just celebrate being part of our wonderful facilities. And we're gonna make sure that you are going to be working in the electrolyte spa. Look at this, I'm finally starting. Where are you going running like that, firefighter? Should I be concerned? We're gonna make sure that you are going to work in the electrolyte spa. How have I been vandalized again? Over here? Oh my word. How? That's it. Security? I guess it's because I literally have no security and I don't even know where my security bots have gone. And I understand that is indeed possibly a personal problem, but I'm gonna work on that. You know, let me just kind of get a little comfy with a couple more of our security cameras. I love the chaos that we get into, even if it is most likely extremely preventable on my end. Oh dear. Oh my gosh, and the water dragons. Okay, well now that has all been tended to, and we do indeed have some wonderful water dragons, which if you recall, I was hoping we could hire an expert in marine life who could possibly be dedicated just to analytics. Also, why are we screaming and running for our lives? Are you good here? Robot overlords again? You know, hopefully we'll get that fixed soon. And speaking of robot overlords, we probably need more of our security who are just like working on the ground. So I need more cogs in order to create more robots. Let's go do a detailed survey there. And I think this entire time I was so distracted, I forgot I did. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to take some deep breaths and we're just going to in and out and appreciate the fact that we do indeed. We're getting closer and closer at training our firefighter and closer at training our volcanologist Mal Cream Puff with being able to gain what skills that they do desire. I guess we could technically send them on speedy expeditions now. Let's do it. Let's see what happens if we send them on speedy expeditions that won't get them killed, because thankfully somebody knows how to drive that thing. And huzzah! I guess we're making a little bit of money too. Wow. People really want to come and eat here. And thankfully, Chef, the defective one, you've got some good skills to serve people. Okay. Whew. Okay. Oh my gosh. And the donation stand is completely full again. Are you doing good over here, Tintin? Are you trying to go fix some more haywire robots? Well, I'm glad that you're dedicated to your job. I just need to get some more of our staff dedicated to being able to collect up all our money before it disappears into the pockets of ne'er-do-wells again. And hey, some of the Atlanteans are coming to visit. I love this so much. It's just not even hesitating to escalate so quickly. But all right, guys, I'm also going to get some of our staff hopefully trained up on being able to handle the extremely busy situation we seem to have found ourselves in. Temple trinket worker, oh my goodness, and our spa attendant. Okay, accomplished admissions I think is also like at the sales booths. Fingers crossed that's the case, because that would make a huge difference. And I'm gonna get some snacks, I think. And then do we have something that helps with boosting? Nothing that helps with boosting refilling, unless it's movement, and restocking things. So, we'll keep working on that. All right, completely distracted because this is completely chaotic and awesome. And we'll get some people trained. We'll go ahead and celebrate the fact we now have the shiny gift shop and carry on with our adventures that hopefully will make more. My marine life, like, researcher. Oh my gosh, I don't need a dull slacker, please. All right, I'm gonna look for a marine life expert, tidy up a few things, and tell you what, when we find somebody who could be an expert analysis person for our marine life, we'll return to our adventures and also celebrate the fact that Code Monkey apparently needs to recharge now. That's fine, Code Monkey. It'd be awesome if you could maybe collect these donations. Okay, somebody else did. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.